Okay. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in for After the Fallout, Season 2, Episode 2, where we talk all things Fallout tonight. We'll have a very special guest joining us tonight. His Fallout lore is beyond me, so I'm very excited to have him on board tonight. We'll introduce you to him very shortly, but first thing, the Wasteland Collective ANZ exists to unite, empower, and celebrate the Fallout cosplay creative community across Australia and New Zealand. Hello, baby shivers. Our mission is to provide practical and financial support to cosplayers, prop makers, artists, and storytellers while using our platform to raise awareness and funds for Cure Cancer, Australia, and Cancer Society of New Zealand. We believe creativity can inspire hope, that the fandom can fuel meaningful change in the real world. Something very exciting for you all tonight is, as you are aware, we've been running our Cure Cancer donation charity since last week, where we had a giveaway. We raised almost $2,600 from the amazing Fallout community itself. However, we've now finally, for all those people in New Zealand who are wanting to support Cancer Society New Zealand, we have an official link for you now. So if you want to support the Cancer Society in New Zealand, here is your link. And for those in Australia, we still have our standard link that we were using last week. And if you want to go donate there. So if you want to, please donate, give to a fantastic cause, and hopefully we can, change some lives. But yeah, hello everyone. How are we all tonight? All right. Well, let's get started. Let me introduce you to, I'm sure everyone knows this person. Hello, Ads. Welcome. To, oh, I've lost the capture. Where is the capture gone? There he goes. Cubcos. Hello, welcome.
Hey. It was all going so smoothly.
It was. I misclicked the button.
All good.
Feeling jolly. Yes. Also, happy holidays, Merry Christmas to all those who celebrate. Hopefully, Santa was very good to you yesterday. Santa was very good to me. Caleb, was Santa good to you?
Decent enough. Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. No complaints.
Nice. Just a little quiet. Okay, let me turn us up. All right. Hopefully that has been adjusted. Oh, I'm fine. Oh, okay.
I can change.
Actually, I think that might have been my problem when I accidentally changed you down to 49% on my end. All right. That should have been fixed.
Hello.
Is that better, everyone? Yep, perfect.
Much better. Yep, I just heard me from the other room. Karen's listening in the other room. All right.
Yeah, when Caleb jumped on to our little video call today, he was blasting my eardrums out, so I had to turn them down. But that's okay. I will endure.
Alrighty. Ooh, I need my notes.
Your notes. Can't forget those.
I got my notes.
All right. Well, let's kick things off. Episode 2. Holy crap.
Yeah.
What an opening.
Yeah. So, for everyone watching, spoiler alert, obviously, if you haven't seen episode 2,
please
go watch it.
If you have not watched it, this is spoiler alert territory now. So you've been warned. Yeah. I don't want anyone in the chat here say you've not watched it more than once. Benny, that's for you. We don't want another repeat of last week. But yes, okay, let's
All
let's
right.
let's go.
All right. So, do you want to set the scene for us here? What happens in the opening scene, Jamie?
Yeah, well, we see an absolute thriving community, um, which is the grand old location of Shady Sands,
Shady Sands.
which we all know well and truly their unfortunate um, mishap in their sort of the Fallout universe. But this time we get to see the actual unfortunate event occurring.
So there's a lot of okay, we'll get into it eventually because there's a lot of controversy
Yeah,
around the fall of Shady Sands, when it actually took place.
correct.
Is it lining up with the games or not? Have they changed it? What's going on? We'll get to that in a minute. But like this opening scene is this rivals the opening scene of season 1 episode 1 for me, where the bombs drop in LA. Having the bomb delivered to Shady Sands is like this oh damn moment.
Yeah,
Seeing how it got there with a very cool little Easter egg with the not the courier, the wandering
trader.
merchants repeating
Yeah,
that line of
the
dialogue
caravaner.
from the games. What is it? Patrolling the Mojave makes you wish for a nuclear winter or something like that. I can't
Yeah, but
remember exactly what
patrolling
it
the
is.
Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
Yeah, so that's a nice little throwback to New Vegas, where the wandering merchants will just sort of repeat that line ad
Yeah,
nauseum, which is great. I saw some people trying to criticize that, being like, "Oh, just referencing the game doesn't make it a good reference," and I'm like, it kind of does in this way because one,
yeah.
it's sort of a little nod that those NPCs kind of have one line of dialogue that they repeat over and over and over again,
I
but also
myself
it sort of
enjoyed it.
harkens. Yeah, I did too. It also harkens back to the first episode of this season. The guy that we see in Vault 24 is also just repeating the same thing
Yeah,
over and over and again. So it's giving you a little bit more hints and lore behind that mind control device.
yeah,
Once it's on
exactly.
there, they have very limited function.
They can't do
They
anything.
can
Yeah.
really only, yeah, they can say one or two things and they're carrying out whatever they were given. Um, so there's actually a little bit more to it than that, which I thought was really cool.
No, no, absolutely. Um, the one thing that I really loved from that scene is seeing the NCR troopers, and then we get to see the vet ranger walking by
Yes,
in a squad.
yes.
Very cool, very cool
Yeah.
indeed. So
I, I I've got to assume it's not going to be the last we're going to see of some NCR Rangers this
no,
season. I've got to. I feel like they've got to be putting more in there at some point.
yes, I hope that's not all we see because that was a very like 2 second snippet, and well, there they are. It's like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
whole meme of Leonardo DiCaprio, sitting on the couch. Oh, there
yeah.
they are, kind of moment.
Um, but yeah, like what a fantastic opening scene. Just that feeling of dread. Maximus's dad, MVP in this
Oh,
situation,
what a
like
champ! Just
locks in, is like, nah, everyone get out of here. I'm gonna disarm this thing,
first of
and
all, yeah, diffuses the bomb. It was like, yep,
then yeah,
check
and
this
then the
shit, and
failsafe
then
kicks
unfortunately,
in.
you see, yeah,
Yeah, I was getting a little bit of Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull flashbacks, hiding in a fridge to evade a nuke, which I kind of liked, to be
to
honest.
be honest, I love the callback as well because obviously, if those who've played Fallout 4 as well, wandering around that location, you can also come across a child who's also locked in a fridge as
Yeah,
well. So I like the kind of aspect that they're still using a fridge to escape
yeah,
and survive a nuclear bomb. Um,
yeah.
I mean, those fridges were probably built to last. They're full of probably filled with so much lead inside of them. It
Completely lead lined. Yeah.
it probably would survive a nuclear blast. In all honesty,
Oh yeah.
we constantly see in the game. You open up the fridge and like, oh, there's some steak. There's some.
Yeah.
I'll take that. Um,
Um. So okay, so I have in my notes here. This is where we're going to talk about Shady Sands,
all
basically.
right, let's go.
So
You know a lot more lore than I do in terms of
well, that's the thing. Like, I get confused with my lore with Fallout. There's a lot of dates to keep in your head. If
yeah,
it's a Star Wars lore question, I'm there. Fallout, I'm a little bit all over the place. So a lot of this is from memory. But in season 1, we do see that blackboard in the vault, and it says the
yes,
fall of Shady Sands 2277, I think it said.
Yeah.
If you don't know,
If someone's in the chat
season
can
one.
let us know, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I feel
Because
like ads would probably know.
that escapes my memory as well without looking it
Yeah.
up.
Season 1 takes place in 2296. Season 2 is starting in 2297. There's going to be a lot of numbers thrown at you here. I apologize. New Vegas takes place in 2281,
81?
I think,
Yeah,
or
81.
82. One of those two. I can't remember. And the bombing of Shady Sands is taking place in 2283. So that bomb is delivered. This scene takes place in 2283.
Yeah, interesting.
So we see the fall of Shady Sands on that blackboard 2277. How is it being bombed in 2283? So my theory is that when they're talking about the fall of Shady Sands, they're not talking about an event that happened on one day. This is something that happened over the course
time.
of years.
That makes sense.
The way I see it is that the fall of Shady Sands was a slow thing where things just got worse and worse and worse.
And I guess the date that they've specified is the start of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then it obviously culminated in Hank sending that bomb there.
Yeah. See.
So.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no! I was just gonna say, in calling back with Hank, so in episode 1 we obviously see Maximus exit the fridge after sort of that tragic event, and then he sees the person in power armor. I always thought that was Hank himself, executing and making sure that the bombs did go off in Shady Sands, things like that. So I thought that was actually Hank, but we obviously realized that Hank, he was nowhere near Shady Sands at the time.
No,
and he was still in the vault activating, or he got a notification on his Pip-Boy saying, destination successful. So that threw my theory out of the ballpark. So I was like, well, okay, interesting.
Well, that's the thing, because in season 1, I was thinking, like, was the Brotherhood responsible for the nuking of Shady Sands somehow? Because I don't trust the Brotherhood.
I don't like
never
the Brotherhood.
trusted them. I betray them in every playthrough
absolutely.
of every game that I possibly can.
The only thing the Brotherhood is good for is you get in, you get on the good side, you get the power armor, you piss off, and then you destroy them.
I have still not gotten the join the Brotherhood of Steel good ending for Fallout 4 because I can't help it. I blow up the Prydwen every single time.
Ad says, 100%, the fall is a sequence of events culminating in the nuking.
Yes, I agree with that. Because, like, in New Vegas, they do talk about Shady Sands being this hub that is still going on and thriving in some way. But in the show, we see that Maximus's dad is super excited about just being able to create purified water,
clean water,
for seemingly the first time. He mentions that they've been rationing, so they've obviously been in decline for a while, and this was obviously the end of it. So if we think back to that blackboard saying the fall of Shady Sands 2277, it then has an arrow going towards the nuclear explosion. We can then be like, well, we now know that, like, this is a different date where that happened. It wasn't that same time period. So and people online getting angry about Todd Howard changing the law of New Vegas.
Well, I mean, ads raises a good point. It's like, also remember, these days are subjective, not factual. They come through the factions and characters in universe.
That's a great point. That's
so true as well. I mean, even in our own history as well, there's so much data that's kind of misskewed, and depending on how you look on things, it can happen in a totally different way. So,
Oh, that's the thing, yeah. Like I said, I'm a big Star Wars guy, and a phrase in that universe is "from a certain point of view." Like from different, depending on whose viewpoint you're looking at, things can be different. So
yeah, that's right.
And it's the same here, because especially when they've said that they're not really picking a canon ending to New Vegas, every faction sort of thinks that they won, so that gives them a little bit more wiggle room to sort of play around with the story. And yeah, nothing's set in stone. I'm fine with it, to be honest. People getting super upset about this. I'm not really with yous on this one.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm like, let it fall through. Let them tell the story. What I care about is that they're keeping true to the sort of Fallout universe, and they are, in my eyes. Like they're doing an absolutely amazing job. And this episode grounds that into even more stone. But we finally see Maximus.
We do. Maximus is back. He is taking out a whole bunch of abominations with a fellow knight. And what are they doing? They are uncovering a certain area, a certain
Yeah.
facility in the desert, which was very fun to see.
That was really cool. I didn't realize that they would have been in that location. I thought they were going to be uncovering the old location in New Vegas where we see when we first meet the Brotherhood of Steel with the fans and obviously them creating the dust storm in the fans. When I saw those fans going up, I was like, oh, interesting. Okay, they're at this old hangar and it because it's they may have abandoned it. Who knows? But no, we see them uncover Area 51.
Area 51.
Which is pretty damn cool. Area 51.
Very fun. Have we seen? I don't think we've seen Area 51 in the games before, have we?
No, I don't think so.
Or at least I don't remember.
And it makes sense because Nevada.
Yeah, it's the right area for it.
Yeah.
We get some nice little quick Easter eggs here. We get to see what looks like a flying saucer under a tarp in the big warehouse.
Yeah.
And then when they open up the freezer,
the icebox. Oh my god, a working icebox.
Yeah. And there's just the frozen little dude in there.
The Zetan.
Oh, what are they? Zetan, thank you.
Yeah,
Zetan. That was fun. That was fun to see.
Yeah, we get to see a few cool little things in that episode. So we also get to see like electric baton as well, which I believe is a weapon, a melee weapon in Fallout 3. I believe. I'm not too sure if it's in New Vegas.
Sounds right.
But the Declaration of
Independence. I'm literally playing New Vegas right now. I should know that.
The Declaration of Independence was there as well. I don't know if you caught that.
Yep.
But it was there with also with the flag sitting next to it. It's in Fallout 3.
Yes, Fallout 3.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you,
Doug. Karen.
Cryolator, the good old Cryolator.
I thought it was a I completely thought it was a junk jet the first time I saw it. I was like, oh, junk jet, and then I was like, oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, I can see that as well, but I'm pretty sure. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. I believe it was a Cryolator.
Yeah.
But I also love the fact that they hid the terminal inside a children's playground like rocket. That's just classic Fallout.
Yeah.
But you just wander the wasteland, you find something random, and you find a button inside, a toilet or something like. Where does this go?
Yeah.
So that was that was
yeah.
great. Keeping
cool.
true to the Fallout aesthetics.
Yeah. And so this is where we sort of get our first look at the Brotherhood, what they're doing, sort of what they're planning. And this is where they call the other chapters, isn't it?
Correct.
They call the other chapters to Area 51.
Yeah, to have a bit of a meeting, which is interesting.
Bit of a powwow.
However,
yes,
they missed out a very important powerhouse in their
ranks. We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Won't spoil it too much.
Yeah. So just to catch us up, we've got Quintus, who is the leader of this particular chapter. Does this chapter have a name like Maximus's chapter?
I don't know.
I legitimately have no idea if they actually had a name or not, because the other three chapters are from the Grand Canyon, Yosemite, and Coronado. And so they're all coming together, and there's basically, they're discussing potentially a civil war, a schism within the Brotherhood of Steel to take on and get rid of basically the Commonwealth chapter, which is an interesting choice.
Prop Circle says, going back to the Cryolator thing, saying he's saying that I was thinking it was weird that they would have a junk jet in episode 1 and then reference it again, but no, Cryo makes far more sense. I forgot about that, actually. They had the junk jet in season 1. Ad says Ark of the Confident, big Indiana Jones references. 5nov.
Yep.
Yes, the Ark was in the background. Another Indy reference after the fridge reference to Survive the Bond. Yep.
Yes. Sorry, I'm just reading through my notes here. I think we are jumping around the episode a little bit here. I don't really remember the timeline of events. My notes are kind of all over the place.
No, that's okay.
We can stick with the Brotherhood for now, though, if you want.
Yeah, no, that's fine. That's absolutely
We'll
fine.
go through what they're doing. So basically, so what? Quintus's goal is to unite these chapters against the Commonwealth. They want to take out the Commonwealth chapter, essentially. Um, I am not great at my Brotherhood of Steel lore. They want to get rid of the Commonwealth because the Commonwealth is the one sort of running the show with the Brotherhood of Steel. Is that
Well,
correct
yeah,
at this point?
that's basically where all the instructions are coming from, right? Like you got Elder Maxon there who was basically calling all the shots from what I believe and sending out all the information because even in 76 I believe they were making reference to contact the Commonwealth in that if mistake please correct me if I'm wrong,
Yeah.
but I believe they were those two, I can't remember their names now. The two sort of head honchos in Fallout 76 of the Brotherhood of Steel, they're arguing whether or not to reunite with, the Brotherhood and.
Oh, was that in the DLC thing in 76?
I don't know if it was DLC because I was I came back to Fallout 76 late in the game, so I don't know
Right.
if it was included later on, but I do know there was a mission there where you had to Steel Dawn.
Steel
Thank you,
Dawn,
Baby
yes.
Shivers.
That was the DLC, yeah. Yeah,
Um,
it was I think it was like Paladin
Paladin
Romani
Dance and
and Night Shin or something like that in 76.
oh yeah, Night Shin, Night Paladin Dance. I'm thinking Fallout 4.
No, it's Fallout 4, yeah.
Night,
They were coming head to head on which way to go. Yeah.
yeah, correct. Hello, Stable Phoenix ad Victorium, yes. And yeah, so basically they're wanting to like you said, rule out the Commonwealth, I guess.
Yes. So they're
Enemy.
the ones sort of
Yes.
they're the ones sort of calling the shots at this place. So Quintus kind of thinks the Brotherhood's kind of scattered and broken at this point. He wants to bring them together under his control and sort of like get them sort of back on track in a way, in the Brotherhood of Steel's narrow-minded view, which is often not correct.
Yes.
Because like, and you can see that in the sequence where they're going through Area 51. You've got two knights wheeling a car outside to blow it up for shits and giggles. You've got two of them playing with a pulse grenade during the meeting.
Yeah.
You've got you've got a fight circle where they're just beating the shit out of each other.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So like the entire they're all undisciplined, they're unruly, they are just out of control. And Quintus kind of wants to bring everyone together under one banner in a way and sort of get them back on track, but he's not really going about it in the best way.
No, that's right. And it, it goes to those things, Five Nov says it, Quintus wants the power. It shows the Brotherhood of Steel are just as corrupt as for power as Voltec. War never changes. In respect of faction, which is so totally true. But yeah, everyone in their own mind thinks they're doing the right thing and what should be best.
That's the thing. Yeah, like Maximus has that great line from the first season, which Karen just put in the chat now. Everyone wants to save the world, they just disagree on how.
Yeah, great callback.
Which is exactly where I was going with this.
Red car was perfect. Every time I see a car in game, I blow them up. Perfect game reference. Yes. I think every time I'm going through 76, it's a must. You see a car, blow it up.
Definitely.
Those cars will, and in Fallout 4, my God, you trip over a car, you're dead.
Yeah. So Quintus doesn't trust the Brotherhood in the Commonwealth as all. He basically said if they were here, they would just take the relic.
Take the relic and leave us with nothing.
What is it? The Cold Fusion Diode? Is that what it was called? Or something like that? I can't remember the
Cold Fusion. Yeah. We just know it as Cold Fusion, but yeah,
100%. Yeah,
they said they'll take it off their hands and leave them with nothing. But then we see them basically making an infinite supply of fusion cores.
Fusion cores with it, yes, which is apparently in a short supply for the Brotherhood because their reactions, the other chapters' reactions to it, anyway,
they're like, "This is the holy grail."
Makes me feel like they are not super well equipped, which goes back to everyone being kind of disillusioned all over the place. We can see, I think the character's name is Dane. Looks very disillusioned with what's going on with the Brotherhood right now. and it's just like nothing good's going to come of this, basically.
No, that's right. Yeah, nothing good. Even she said, yeah. I think it was her. Yeah, someone she approaches that and like, what do you think they're gonna do with it? And yeah, she's like, nothing good.
Nothing good.
So she's kind of
Um,
waking up.
yeah, so we're definitely heading for, well, like they said, a civil war within the Brotherhood, a schism within them. They have had civil wars
Okay.
and
Yeah.
schisms before. We go back to was it Fallout 3 where we had Lions' group of the Brotherhood, and then they had a faction break off from them, and they were the Brotherhood outcasts, and
Oh
that
yeah.
sort of went on. I think just before the events of New Vegas. I think that happened almost. I think it was around 2280, 81, 82, somewhere around there. So just before New Vegas, they've sort of just gotten over this schism with one chapter, and they're
Hmm.
sort of about to head straight into another one now, um, 10 years later almost. So yeah, it's happened before. It will happen again by the looks of it.
Yes.
Um, but yeah, as you hinted at, towards the end of this episode, after Maximus has to have a bare fist fight
Oh
with a guy
man,
twice his size.
how much luck did he have going into that fight? My lord,
He was lucky. He was lucky.
Lady Luck stepped in to to save him a few times.
Yeah,
Mysterious savior.
I was a little bit like, what is the what's the beef that guy had with Maximus? He was like, "You're the one that killed Moldaver, so
Yeah.
like,
So
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you now."
I want.
Like,
I wonder if it was one of those things where it was set upon saying, "Hey, we want you to start a fight with this guy," because probably somewhere in the ranks of things, like Quintus probably goes, "Well, I don't believe him." Look back what he was doing in season one. Like he was going around, lying to us all and all that type of stuff. It's like let's prove him wrong in front of everyone. So that's kind of my theory on it. Like they was had him set up, in
yeah,
going
yeah,
into that fight.
yeah. I like what Ian says. He's a scrapper. Yeah, he's scrappy. Maximus becoming more brutal and losing his humanity.
Yeah, I think the fight showed Maximus was becoming more brutal and losing his. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's what you just said. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, well, that's what I think. Stable. It's like Stable Phoenix says. Do you think it was set up? How Maximus was looking at Quintus, also a test by Quintus. Yeah, that's what I believe.
Yeah,
And he did come up on top of that, and then you see Dane just go, "You've lost it, man. You've lost it."
yeah, yeah.
But good
It'll be
on
interesting
him.
to see. It'll be yeah. It's gonna be really interesting to see where it goes because this has made me so much more interested in the Brotherhood of Steel as a certified Brotherhood of Steel hater. I am invested in where this is going now. I think
Yeah,
they did a really good job setting up this storyline in this episode.
they did.
I really want to see what's going to happen next with this.
And it was
Um,
it was cool to see the different factions and the different clothing as well. Like you get to see I can't remember his name now. But you see him with the iconic sort of steel frame around his neck and whatnot. That was really cool to see as well, which is very prevalent in the other games as well. With some of the other Brotherhood of factions are wearing that similar armor.
yeah, true. I think the one guy from like the Grand Canyon has like
That's
something
it.
in his head, like
Yeah,
covering
that's
his
right.
skull.
Yeah,
Because I swear to God, I saw the words Grand Canyon within his head. Like,
and the callback to one of his squires doing
yeah,
unsanctioned things with the robot.
with a robot. It was one time.
One time. Looked
Looked
like a
like a
number
number
plate.
plate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it might have been. Yeah,
Have they shown a railway yet? No. Um,
no rower yet.
and Hodges also says, "My question is, how long until we see the mystery stranger? I don't know. We may never find out, but we may never.
I would love it if there is just like a firefight one day. There's just a gunfight taking place.
Some
Just like
random dude
beginning of episode 1, the Ghoul and Lucy just shooting, and then one of them's about to get shot, and then a guy in a trench coat just comes out, shoots someone,
and
and then
walks
just
off.
leaves.
Yeah,
And the show never addresses it.
no, That'd be
They just
perfect.
never say a thing and they just move on.
That's how you do the mystery stranger.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't want a single explanation. The people that get it will get it, and everyone else will be like, "What the fuck was that?" Like,
And then so yeah, so obviously the fight takes place. Maximus takes down, comes up on top, um, where then they get rudely interrupted.
yes, by a vertibird arriving.
Vertibird, and what a boss move! Just bringing the vertibird right into the hangar, absolutely just powerhousing it. He's like, "Hello, I'm here now."
And who gets out of that vertibird?
He announces himself as from the Commonwealth, Paladin Harkness.
Paladin Harkness.
Now,
I had to think. I don't know if you're thinking the same thing. In Fallout 3,
yes,
there was a character called Harkness.
correct.
It's been a minute since I've played Fallout 3. He had nothing to do with the Brotherhood of Steel. Am I right?
Yeah. So from what I understand, he I can't remember the exact story on his, but he I think ended up in the Brotherhood of Steel ranks somehow, and then acquired some authority on some like figures and basically worked himself way in, because obviously in Fallout 3 we find out that he's a synth or some kind.
Oh, he is too. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, it's been so long since I played 3. I actually forgot about that part. Yeah, no, he's a synth. I think the quest is called like the Replicated Man or something like that. The Replicant or something like that. I can't
Something
remember.
like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's a synth. Okay, who said something about the railroad? Because if there's any connection here, that could be interesting.
You were thinking it was Dance? Oh yeah.
I was thinking it was Dance. Hodges 23. Yes, you mentioned the railroad. Yeah, so yeah, Harkness turned out to be a synth.
Yes.
I don't think there is a connection here. I'm going to just go out on a limb and say that they're just using the name. At the same time, I do think that Jonathan Nolan knows his stuff with Fallout.
Yeah.
And so I feel like choosing the name Harkness is not just this is a random name that sounded cool.
Yeah. And especially being...
It definitely could be, but
yeah.
I don't know. I think I give them a little bit more credit. Commonwealth faction is stronger because they took over the Institute. Otherwise, they were just a splinter faction, says Ads. Ooh, that's
interesting. That's an interesting take.
Yeah, I like that take, actually. Yeah.
I don't mind that, actually. Because, I mean, the Brotherhood is all about, securing technology and things like that. And then, if they found out a way to, I guess, maybe make themselves, I don't know, would they do that? Or would they just destroy it?
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. If it's a splinter faction, they might not be keeping the same ideals as other chapters are.
Yeah, exactly.
As the one person says from the Yosemite, they're like, the codex is open to interpretation. Like
that's right.
Rules, when they want to, when it suits them. So we've got Paladin. I believe his name is Xander Harkness.
Xander Harkness. Okay.
Yes, played by Kumail Nanjiani.
What a great actor.
I love him. He's great.
Yeah.
He's awesome. I love him. I'm excited to see how he's going to fit in. Like I said, I've never been more invested in the Brotherhood of Steel. So I'm incredibly interested to see where this is going.
Yeah. Baby Shivers says love him. I was a bit apprehensive when they cast him and I saw him in the iconic, cloak wearing. I was like, what, are they going to get him to play Elder Maxon? I was like, surely not. I was like,
I missed all news of his casting. I missed any promo pictures of him. Yeah. I had no idea he was in this until he showed up, and I was just like, "Oh my god, this is great!" I don't know how I missed it because I had been watching and looking up everything before these episodes came out. Yeah, and I just completely missed it.
I tried to avoid spoilers as much as I can, but obviously, given people that we follow and everything like that, and the amount of Fallout content that comes up on my
Oh, that's the
phone
thing.
constantly, it's
Like,
very hard to obviously avoid the spoilers. I don't watch.
I
I
open
don't
up in Instagram and have Fallout news right in my face the very first post I see. Like,
pretty much the
it's
same.
impossible to avoid. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I try to avoid trailers. I don't really watch trailers because I want the full experience going into it. I want to go in as blind as possible. There's things that I've seen that I'm annoyed at that I've seen, but at the same time, because it's only a very small snippet and like 2-second video that I've kind of watched, it kind of
Yeah.
gets brainwashed out of my memory. So when I do see it up on screen again, I get excited again. So I'm yeah. So when I did see him, when I saw him cast, and I didn't really understand what was actually really what they were going to go for, but I'm glad they sort of went through the other side of things and cast him as a Brotherhood of Steel,
Yeah.
different
Yeah.
personnel.
Definitely. So that sort of brings us to the end of the Brotherhood of Steel storyline with this episode.
Wait, is Benny in the chat? Has Ben has entered the chat? Ben.
He has still not watched the episode. Everyone shame Ben. Everyone shame Ben right now.
Yeah. Steph Phoenix. Yeah, Ben thinks Chet's cool now. Hey, Chet is cool. Don't diss Chet. We love Chet here.
Chet was always cool.
We're a Chet lover here.
Yeah. Before we move on from the Brotherhood, though, I have one question about the Brotherhood.
Okay.
Just because we are moving into New Vegas territory.
Probably won't be able to answer for you, but go ahead.
It's more of a theory, a speculation. Hey, does this hold any water? Because we're moving into the New Vegas territory now. Everyone in this particular chapter, Maximus's chapter of the Brotherhood, has a very Roman-sounding name. You've got Elder Quintus, Maximus, you've got Ignatius, Thaddeus, Titus.
Yeah.
Interesting sounding names. And we're heading into the New Vegas area where there is a certain faction that has a lot of similar names as well.
Yeah.
Is there any connection there? Could this be some sort of splinter faction of the Legion? One way or the other, I don't know. It's very interesting to have all these types of names, all these us's, as Stabler Phoenix correctly points out in the chat. I don't know, and like I just thought of it this morning, and I'm just like,
yeah. Until you just mentioned it, I did not think about that at all whatsoever. But yeah, you make a really good point. That's very interesting.
I don't know. I thought of it this morning, and I was just like, you know what? I haven't had anyone else talk about this just yet, so I'm gonna put it out there and see what people think.
Prop Circle says, has anyone seen Gentleman Broncos? As far-fetched as it is, maybe it's a reference. I have not seen that, so I could not comment.
Not sure what that is.
Stable Phoenix, maybe it's part of the storyline. That would be interesting, actually. Yeah, it would be. If they kind of go down that route and we see something else that's uncovered, which would be very interesting to see, and I would love to see that. I'm all about, plot twists, and I'm missing out. Okay, I'll put it on my list. Add it to my list. Make sure you put it in our chat so I can remember, because I won't remember after this stream.
But yeah, so yeah, that's basically the end of the Brotherhood of Steel storyline for this episode. Which group of characters do you want to hit next?
Let's go Lucy and the Ghoul.
Let's go Lucy and the Ghoul. All right.
Where do we see them? We see them just patrolling.
They're just vibing.
Yeah. Let me go to my notes. Hang on. As you said, we've jumped around a bit there, which I don't mind.
Yeah.
I don't mind going through like each sort of.
I thought it might be a bit cleaner to do like each separate storyline rather than scene by scene, but that was mainly because my notes are all over the place. Like I wrote my notes compared to what storyline was taking place on 4 different pages. So.
Okay, where we got where we're up to. Yeah, so Lucy and Ghoul, they hear that obviously they're just walking along and Lucy hears someone yelling out for help. I love the little interactions that they have to each other, because both of them are still trying to rub on each other, and they're trying to teach them their ways.
Yes.
I love what the ghoul says to Lucy. It's like, folks have been screaming around here for 200 years, and Lucy's response to that, she's so witty, and I love her how witty and fast she comes back with her comebacks, and she just responds.
Yeah.
It's like, did it ever occur to you that if you would help, it would stop?
There was a line that she had that absolutely sent me. Excuse me. We rewatched the episode last night where she was talking about like being nicer to people and that, and was like, "Oh, Charles Dickens wrote a whole book about this. Do you want to hear it?"
Nope.
And he's like, "No," and then smash cuts to her finishing off the story. Like, "Oh, by the third ghost, he was basically
Killed. Yeah.
Like, he is just so sick of her. It's fantastic. And it's great because at the Q&A that they had, that we had a really quick Q&A at the screening. Walton Goggins and Ella Purnell were sort of talking about how these characters, the Ghoul and Lucy, each have to see the other's way of dealing with the wasteland. Is the Ghoul going to become more like Lucy and be helping people more, or is Lucy going to be more like the Ghoul and start turning on people more? And I'm looking forward to that playing out over the season, because at the moment Lucy is still very much seeing the good in everyone.
Yes.
Here's someone screaming and wants to run to help. So it'll be interesting to see
that's right, and that's
how that plays out.
Classic Vault Dweller mentality. Which it's kind of everything that you do. You hear something, you're on a main quest, and then you hear something. Go, oh, what's this?
Yep, what's this? Head off this way.
Here we go. And then 6 hours, 10 hours later, you're like, what have I gotten myself into here?
I think this episode was called The Golden Rule, was it not? Which was hilariously brought up in season 1.
Yep. Yeah, Stable Phoenix. Yep.
It was, yeah. The which in season 1, the Golden Rule was what was it? What did the Ghoul say? Thou shalt get sidetracked by bullshit every time, or something like that.
Yeah, every goddamn time. Yeah.
Yeah. So yes, they hear someone screaming for help, and they run inside of a. It was a hospital.
Yeah, hospital. Yeah, we see like the old hospital cars, all the beds and everything like that, and everyone around them is turned to skeletons.
Yep.
And whatnot. They go in deeper into this building where they actually obviously find the people who are screaming for help. I first thought when that scene played out, and my partner thought the same thing as well. We both thought that was going to be like a recording on repeat, and they were going to be lured into somewhere. I didn't actually expect them to be a real person actually calling out for help.
I thought basically halfway to that, I thought they were real people, but I thought they were just going to lure them in there to then attack them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because so.
Yeah, so that was a nice.
I don't trust anyone.
No, that was a surprise to me, because every time in Fallout, where everyone's like, "Oh, quick, follow me! I need some help. My brother or whatever it is, needs water," and you go off and follow him, and the next minute you're being ambushed by a bunch of raiders. So I thought, I actually thought that was going to turn around. I thought it was going to be, like I said, a recording, and then they would get jumped. But no, there was actually real people down there calling for help.
Yes, and they were, as the Ghoul calls them, tunics.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a certain type of folk.
Yes.
From a certain type of legion. certain faction, I should say.
Yeah.
But they are in trouble.
Yes.
And the Ghoul is like, yeah, we're not doing this, and kills one of them immediately.
Mm-hmm. Dinner is provided.
Nice. Dinner, yeah. He's just like, he's got the cannibalism perk on, which is good to see. But then realizes he's eating some tainted meat pretty quickly.
Yes.
And sees that the body has been stung. What has it been stung by, Jamie?
One of my favorite enemies in the sort of Fallout universe, and I'm really glad that we got to see it in this season. I was hoping that we would get to see none other than the Rad Scorpions.
The Rad Scorpions.
Love the Rad Scorpions. Scary as hell, but by all means, they're cool.
They're cool. And the little ones are like creepy and gross. That big one is disgusting.
Oh,
that big one is gross.
Is scary. Like that is
Ah,
it's one thing to see him in game, but then when you see it put into a live action, on screen, and you go, damn, these things, you'd be terrified by this thing. Like
oh
there's
yeah.
no way you'd want to actually come up and fight this damn thing.
Yeah,
Ugh.
and like the way when that big one comes out and it snatches like one of its babies and just eats it, and I was just like, that's disgusting. That's screw this thing.
Yeah,
Like I just hate it. And yeah, like even the ghoul was just like, nah, screw this. Like we need to get the hell out of here.
yeah, that's right.
Have a nice little sequence with this.
Yeah, the ghoul was creaming
Um,
as well. Yeah.
yeah. So the ghoul ends up pulling the other tunic on top of himself to protect himself from a sting. She gets stung instead. He still takes a glancing blow, I think, to his leg.
Yeah, his leg. Yep.
Yep. And then they only have one stim pack, and so Lucy gets the classic RPG Fallout choice here.
Yep.
Who do you use this? Who do you use the stim pack on? And she eventually chooses the tunic. Basically saying that she'll die without it. You won't.
Yeah.
You're a ghoul. You can tank this for a while.
See you later, and I'll be back to save you.
I will be back for you because I'm nice.
I'm nice.
Basically.
That's right. Exactly.
Which is really good. I just love Lucy. Like I love. I know
So
people are getting
optimistic.
sick of people are getting sick of her optimism. I love that someone can still have that optimism in a world as dark as dreary as Fallout.
And she's been through a lot.
I do like it.
Like,
yeah,
she's been through a lot. Like, I think, if anyone would be in that same position, they would very quickly turn and, turn the other way, very, very quickly. So
yeah, for sure.
it's good to see that, they're kind of keeping that, sheltered little brain of hers kind of intact, and where she's still kind of exploring. She's like, no, I'm here to help. I need to make this the best place possibly while I'm out and about, because no one else is gonna give a shit. So
yeah.
um,
So they leave the hospital. And that's actually the last we see of the ghoul for this episode.
it is. We see him just being left by himself.
Just left behind. I was expecting to get like another flashback because we don't see him for like nearly 20-25 minutes, I think. I was expecting to I'm expecting maybe next episode to get some maybe rad scorpion venom induced flashbacks or hallucinations. I think that could be really fun. But yeah, we see Lucy with the tunic out there walking, and the tunic's tune kind of changes after they escape.
Yeah.
Saying that maybe you shouldn't have helped me. Maybe you shouldn't be going this way because I don't want to see bad things happen to you.
Yes. And
then she just sort of disappears and she's left on her own.
Yeah, where'd she go? She just vanishes. I was like,
she just yeeted out of there. She logged off. She was done for the day. She logged off the server.
Did she jump off the sidewalk and is doing the whole Hobbit thing where she's like huddling underneath a tree branch where the the wraiths can't kind of see them.
Lucy ran out of AP and couldn't see her anymore. Like she just
But she Lucy kind of instantly looks up the hill and we see it. We see them for the first time on screen. Oh boy, she's wandered into the wrong place where she shouldn't be.
Yeah, well, yeah. So we see Caesar's Legion.
We do.
The Legion.
Caesar or Kaiser? What's your take?
I hate that they say Kaiser.
Kaiser?
it annoys the hell out of me, so I always say Caesar.
What do you think, chat? Is it Caesar or Kaiser? Let me know what you prefer to say.
Well, I think the only ones that really
and then
say
everyone's
going to
just say the exact same thing, like the exact same spellings.
Like. Yeah.
Yes, ads has cosplayed as the Legion.
Yes, that is true.
So Sable Phoenix, Caesar.
Yeah.
Prop Circle, going back to the hospital. I was hoping it was going to be a Wendigo, given the location. Yeah, that's true. But Rad Scorpions were cool.
That would be cool.
That'd be Baby Shivers. Kaiser, pronounced with a K, is the true Latin pronunciation. Okay.
Well, I don't care about the Latin pronunciation. Latin's a dead language. Leave it. Let it die. Leave it dead.
So Kaiser. Caesar. I say
so,
Caesar.
Yeah, so Lucy. I say Caesar. So Lucy runs afoul of them, and she is basically going to be granted an audience with the head of the Legion, whatever we may call him, Kaiser, Caesar.
Yeah,
That
that's
will be
right.
happening next week, and that's where we leave Lucy.
Lucy.
Look,
Yeah,
as
and
much
then
as
yeah.
the Legion is another faction that I hate, it's on site for them. Same with the Brotherhood of Steel. I am just like, nope. Like, I hate them.
Yeah.
Cannot stand them.
Oh,
I locked
100%.
myself. I locked myself out of so many quests in New Vegas, like really early on.
Yeah, I feel you and I play very similarly. I take out Caesar Legion as well every single time I've done a playthrough. I take them out.
Yeah,
As cause
I
degenerates like you, Caleb.
yeah, I put myself into a fail state basically in New Vegas. I had to reload an earlier save because I took them out. I took them out too early before they even had a chance to say anything. So
Excellent.
I locked myself out of a quest of the main quest, and I was just like, "Oh, I need to scum save and go back an hour or so."
Question for you. Did you kill Benny straight away, or did you let him survive and be captured?
I let him be captured first.
Oh yeah.
But I might make a different choice on my current playthrough.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, I accidentally started the Old World Blues DLC really early, so I'm kind of fighting for my life in there at the moment because I was like, I'll finish this off first.
Correct me if you have to be like
Um,
level 25 to start that. Is that
I
correct?
think it was
Or is
I
it
think it's level
higher?
20.
Level
No, I
20.
think it's like level 20 or something because I
Yeah.
started it really early.
Okay.
And I was getting like two shot in there, and I was just like, but I'm so stubborn, I didn't want to just leave, so I was like, I'm just gonna force my way through it.
Yeah. Five Nov says Kaiser could be confused with the German connection, which, to be fair, the Goose Steppers based a lot of their leadership framework around.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's not level
Oh, Benny
locked.
says it's not level locked. There you go. They
Thanks,
just
Benny.
recommend it. I think some of the other ones might be I survived the divide. Yeah, I'll have to get back to that. I'm nearly finished Old World Blues, so I'll be able to get out of there soon.
Yeah, nice.
Um, but yeah, so that's where we leave the Legion and Lucy and the Ghoul. Did the Ghoul have any flashbacks in this episode? I legitimately can't remember.
Let me have a look through my note. I don't think we do have a flashback. Um, the only I think the only flashbacks we kind of get is where, yeah, just Maximus, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think I'm getting confused with the recap at the start of episode 2. This going because they have flashbacks of Cooper going back and listening to his wife. You know, we'll drop the bombs ourselves and all that type of stuff. So
Yeah,
I think I'm
yeah,
getting confused with that. But yeah, we only get the one flashback with Maximus.
fair enough. So yeah, that's pretty much the end for that. Not really much else to say about that, I guess.
No, I'm
Yeah,
interested to
we
see if because obviously Lucy has now ended up at the Caesar Legion faction, and she's in a hell of a world of of that. She's going to be fighter for her life. I feel though they'll probably put her to work, doing something.
yeah,
And I'm very keen to see what they do with her.
yeah,
A little with Hank too, connected with the Maximus
yeah,
flash. Oh yes,
yeah,
yes, yeah. When it cuts back to Hank in the vault,
yeah.
reading a story to Lucy, as
Yes.
a child. So yes, we do see that, and the iconic cuts to the sink, him washing his hands, washing
Hmm.
his hands clean of what he's just done. So a little bit of a
All right.
subtle thing on that one.
All right. Well, with that said, do we want to talk about Hank and his little story next?
Yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah. So
he's
we could probably breeze through this one pretty quickly because we do get like 10 minutes of him doing the same thing over and over again in this episode.
Yeah, pretty much. He goes around in his little his little golf buggy, going around this massive facility. God forbid how big this damn facility is. Where he comes to inevitably the livestock section,
Hmm.
and we see him go back and forth over and over and over and over again with little mice. You know,
Yep.
Hank did nothing wrong. There, I said it. Some
Ads
would
just
argue.
really hates mice.
Yeah, just hates mice. Where we see
Ads
him.
watches Stuart Little, and he's just fuming the
Stu-
entire time.
God, Vin, this kid's gonna get it.
He's like the Arthur meme. His fist is just like going like that the entire time.
Baby shivers. I was expecting that, to be honest. And yeah, and he's obviously trying to perfect the mind control device. Where we see him.
Do we have a name for this device yet? Has anyone given it a name? Is there an official name for it yet?
No, I don't think we have.
I just keep calling it the mind control device, and I was like, did it have a name or anything? I don't think it has.
No, I don't think it has either. I've just been referring it to what you said, the mind control device, because that's
MCD.
The simplest way to explain it at this stage until we get, we can name it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's just a matter of perspective.
So yeah, he's doing test after test on little mice, basically trying to work on a miniature version of it. And it ain't going too well. We're getting a lot of exploded mice here. So then he decides maybe we should go back to basics, and he'll test it on something a little bit bigger.
Though his yo-yo skills, damn.
He does that. He likes his yo-yo.
He loves his
likes his yo-yo.
I wonder how much he had to practice for that. I wonder if that was the actor's kind of little niche of like, I'm gonna just muck around with this and we're just gonna get it in the show, or whether it was like a directed thing or not. I'd love to see know that, to be honest, because he's really good at the yo-yo.
He's very good at the yo-yo. I don't know if you follow Carl McLaughlin on TikTok.
He is unhinged.
I highly recommend it. It is so funny.
He is an unhinged man.
Crazy.
He is very funny.
He is fantastic. I would love to meet him one day. Actually, he's so funny.
Vindictive, hello, welcome. Vindictive, yes, yeah. I was surprised there wasn't more guinea pig humans. We definitely held off longer than I expected. Prop Circle says Mr. House's brain computer interface implant chip. Okay, from the Fallout Wiki. Okay, so Mr. House brain computer interface implant chip. That is a mouthful.
Yeah, I ain't calling it that. I'm calling it the MCD, mind control device.
Mind control device. It's official. Yeah. Mind control device. It's in.
Let's trademark that, please.
Get onto that, baby shivers.
Yeah. So yeah, he ends up testing it out on a person who paid for the
Premium Elite Plus.
That's it, Premium Elite Plus, and he did not book his family into the same facility.
No, he did not.
It was very expensive, apparently.
And I'm surprised that Hank kind of shows a little bit of his humanity a little bit there, where he goes, he mentions that he has a family, and he goes, Vault-Tec is all built around
about family. Yeah.
So it's really, really strange to hear him say that, to be honest, because here he is basically using anyone he possibly can to be his little guinea pig, but then he comes out with that.
That's the thing, because we rewatched the episode last night, and I think Karen mentioned, did Hank pick this guy because his file said he had a family and he didn't bring them with him? And I was just like, I actually hadn't considered that. Maybe he did, because I do think that Hank does care for his family in a very, again, kind of like the Brotherhood of Steel, in this really roundabout way that only makes sense to them, that only makes sense to him. Because you've got to remember, the whole idea of Hank nuking Shady Sands, in a way, was retribution against Rose and Moldava, because Rose took the kids to Shady Sands at one point, and Hank went and got them back brought them back to the vault. So he does care for his family in a weird kind of way. So...
That's right, because Lucy makes a reference at one point saying that she could almost feel the sun at one point, right?
Yes. So they were taken out of the vault.
Yeah, that's right.
Back in 2277, I think it was. Because that was when they had the plague. I think they said the plague of 77.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
where everyone was quarantined. There was rationing,
Mm-hmm.
but the quarantine was kind of a cover
Cover
for
for
Hank and others to go out.
to retrieve and bring back.
Yeah, to go back to Shady Sands to see what Rose was doing to bring them back. And yeah, that's kind of what kicks off the whole thing, really.
Going back, I love Vindictive here. So you literally just updated the wiki, didn't you? Baby Shivers says Nuka Cola controller holder vibes. Nuka Cola, was it Nuka Cola Power Armor controller holder? And then Five Nov. I like how the NPC who brought the bomb into Shady Sands was a Mutter, the line straight out of the game. Yeah, that was pretty iconic.
Talked about that in the beginning.
Prop Circle, is it humility or is it towing the company line to the extreme? That's
a way of looking at it.
Yep. Five Nov. We need to make that a competition. Fastest to say 5 times.
So Hank turns up the dial, and I think his name was Steve.
Yeah,
Steve's head
Steve. Yeah.
Pops.
Pop goes the weasel.
if at first you don't succeed, try again.
Try again. That's it. Is the iconic line, isn't it? We've
That
all
is
heard
the
that.
line.
We've all had that multiple times, haven't we? Growing up, it's like trauma.
So, Hank is continuing this work. We assume he's talking to Mr. House or trying to talk to Mr. House, right?
That's what I assume, because he makes reference. He goes, you know, when I work all this out, you'll be begging me for me to help you. In one of the dialogues, he says, I think that was in episode 1. He goes, you know, when I work all this out, you're going to be begging me. But yeah, I assume it's Robert House because it is Vegas. But who knows? We don't know who he's actually talking to on the other end of that.
I don't know.
Intercom.
I don't know, to be honest. I'm getting the vibes of maybe there's going to be like a Bud Askins type thing where you're going to get Mr. House has uploaded his consciousness into the TV screen thing, and that's how we're going to be seeing him in the future. I have no idea.
Yeah, that's a good
to be honest.
ads. I actually said this last week as well, saying where exactly is Hank in? Is it outside or inside New Vegas? Which is very.
That's
true.
the thing. I think in the first episode he just says in the Vegas area. I think that's all. I think that's all he said. So I don't know where exactly he is.
Nevada is a big place.
Yeah, that building's pretty big though. You'd think that
huge.
Would stand out.
Yeah, yeah. Or maybe it's just out. You know, it's in that. In the out of bounds area in New Vegas, where it's like kind of just over the hill where you can't quite get to. Console commands, no clip. Let's go.
Yeah. And I think that's about where we leave Hank in this episode as well. I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's where we get. At first, you don't succeed. Try again.
Yep.
It could be a vault underground. Maybe. Yeah.
I don't think it's a vault because we saw the exterior and like the building was Vault-Tec.
Though to be fair, to be fair on,
there could
Baby Shivers,
be a vault underground.
Part of things because he was kind of like, you know, it looked like he was doing laps, so it could have been where he's taking an elevator down, going to the livestock, and then you do see him take an elevator. So he could be, unless it's like a huge building, but that building didn't look very much round to me.
No.
So,
I don't know.
Possibly.
We will find out this season, hopefully.
The question I have is like, what else is down there? Because obviously Vault-Tec would have been putting away all these animals for something. Is it just mice or is it other livestock as well?
Who knows, to be honest. We'll find out though.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if we see any other animals come to fruition.
I agree with ads in the chat here. Definitely underground, but probably not a numbered vault. I think it's just a facility. If it does have like vault tendencies, I think it's going to be something like I think it's in Fallout 76. Isn't there like a university, Vault-Tec University or something that has like a mock vault inside of it?
Yeah, correct. Yeah,
it's not like a numbered vault, but it basically looks and plays like a vault.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like a testing vault for.
Yeah, it's like I think it was like to acclimate them to what working inside a vault would be like, or something like that. I can't quite remember the lore behind that.
It was like a test to see whether or not you're worthy of not being like an overseer, or passing your diploma or whatever it was.
Yeah. But that's where we'll leave Hank.
A Vault-Tec, which brings us to totally not bought ads. Totally not bought with caps. Totally earned. I'll never stop making
Uh,
that joke. Thank you
brings
for
us to
reminding me.
the MVP of both the show
Yes.
and the episode.
Let's bring it in. Let's bring it in.
Our boy Norm.
Watched out on Nuka Shine there. That's right. Exactly. We love Norm. I love Norm. Tell us. Give
I
me.
love Norm.
What
All
does he
right,
do?
let's talk about Norm. I love Norm. Norm. I think you guys talked. You and Karen talked last week about how great Norm is in this show.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely adore Norm. I think he deserves to be up there on the poster with the main three. The actor is killing it. I cannot pronounce his name. It's like Moises.
Yeah, I'm not even going to attempt that.
Yeah, I'm sorry to this man.
Someone put it in chat so we can absolutely
someone write
butcher
it out phonetically for me.
Yeah, what does he say? He goes, yeah, $5 the Norm, the super manager. What did he say? He goes, he's the product of 200 years of engineering or something like that.
Moises Arias. That's what I'm going to say, or it could be Moises Arias.
Chaos Child. He's the same as Hank, but on the other side of the spectrum, and I love that. Ads, how does he look young and old at the same time?
That's what 200 years of recycled air will do to you.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. Moses.
Yeah.
Baby Shiver says Moses.
Moses. Thank you. Moses Arias. He is great. Anyway,
he is awesome.
So he's stuck in Vault 31.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And he unthawed not everyone, I want to say.
Yeah.
Because we get a good shot of how long Vault 31 is.
Yes.
And he seemed to just unfreeze this first sort of section.
Yeah. So I'm glad you noticed that as well, because I was looking at it today, because I rewatched the episode earlier today to make these notes for tonight. And yeah, you see, and you get the shot multiple times as well, where you see obviously the main core of the Vault-Tec executives being unthawed, but you see a massive corridor, and there's still plenty of cryo chambers, down in that space. So
there's a good couple of dozen more that looks like they're still all frozen. So he definitely made a deliberate decision to only unfreeze this first little section here.
Yeah, correct.
And so he's basically taking charge against them, over them, saying that he is, I think someone said it in the chat, he's the product of 200 years of managerial engineering or something like that. I can't remember the exact quote.
Yeah, engineering over the last 2. But yeah, I mean, Prop Circle, in the initial speech he's given about Vault 31, he had a Vault 31 on his back, but when he climbed out, it was Vault 33. I'm not too sure.
I think it's the other way around, Prop Circle, because I think I noticed that as well, because I made a note that when he started to unthaw everyone, he still had 33, and then I think during the speech he had 31 on. I could be wrong though.
He only thought out the plebs. If he had thought out upper management, he wouldn't have been able to trick them. Yeah, that's true, actually. You make a good point about that. So, yeah, maybe he did sort of go through their profile.
Well, that was,
oh, who was this person? Who was this person?
Please check it, because I actually wrote in my notes that for all these people that are in management, no one thought to look at the back of his Vault suit to check the number.
But then
because
again,
he would have been in 33 originally, but I do believe he changed to a 31 at some point.
Yeah, correct. But then again, these people who were in these vaults would have known that the other 2 vaults existed. So they knew about the plan to an extent of degree. So they knew that they would have been unthawed eventually as individually and going into these vaults. So they would have known that Vault 33 and 32 existed. So maybe they just accepted that him having 33 on his back was just like, oh well, that's he's been from
someone that went to 33 and now he's come back.
Yeah, exactly. So that's my take on it anyway.
Potentially, yeah.
In relation to fixing that a theory together.
Yeah, because I did make a note of it, and I was just like, I can't remember if I wrote it down correctly or not.
Yeah.
Basically convinces them to we're going to break out of the vault because, oh, geez, I got things falling off my desk.
Voltec wouldn't have trapped us in here on purpose. Surely not.
Yeah,
Bud
exactly. Like,
this
Bud
is
Askins wouldn't make mistakes.
yeah.
Like,
We can carry on Voltec's legacy. I love that. He has no clue about
yeah.
Voltec still at this point in time, but he knows
Spread
enough
it.
to be like, nah, this is
We can
know.
spread it to the world, and like, if you guys perform well, you guys will get these merit dots
bloody band-aids.
and they're band-aids.
I like how
Which I did think was a little weird because, like, surely these people got to know what a band-aid is, right? Like,
and that's the thing. The camera does cut to one of them, and he kind of. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel he kind of gave him a bit of a sly look, going, "Hang on, what are you talking about?" That I feel he knew kind of what they were. It was just like, well, they're just band-aids, but everyone else kind
very
of
possible.
I guess was fooled. I do love when they were unthawed, and everyone's kind of coming out, and you see the effects of the cryo chambers, and one girl kind of is like, am I supposed to be able to see right now? And then you hear someone in the background just absolutely axe it into the walkway, and she's like, is she okay?
Down, yeah. Yeah. So they eventually make a ladder and get out through the vents.
Yeah.
And they're out into the real world.
I don't know if it's just me or not, but calling back to the woman who fell down and hit her head on the sort of the walkway, I noticed that when Norm was climbing up, when they first discovered that hatch and found the ladder, that same woman had a bit of a nosebleed, and I'm thinking that was the same woman that fell down and hit her head on the walkway as well. I don't know if it's just me, but that's something I noticed today.
No,
while
I think
rewatching
it's the woman with the nosebleed. She smacked herself in the face when she.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, when she opened the vent.
That's right.
Yeah. But yeah, they all climb out and head to the surface.
Which I'm surprised Norm, like, obviously, I didn't think I think he was going to manipulate them a lot more than that. And I thought as soon as he was up in the ladder, he was going to shut the hatch on them. I didn't think...
Norm would never.
No, but that's... hey, that's where my mind went. That's what I thought he was actually going to do. So I'm actually very surprised that Norm brought all of them out and was like, hey, let's go up.
I think Norm is smart enough to know that he can't make it on his own.
Yeah.
There.
Yep.
I think, like, Norm, like... when we first meet Norm in the very first season, he is presented as a coward.
Yeah.
He hid during that whole
Raiders
attack, the Raider attack. And that, like, stuck with him. He even mentions it. He's like, I hid during that whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like, and now I think we're seeing the direct inverse of that in the start of the second season where he's taking charge now. Prop Circle says, nope, 33 the whole time, but the way they cut it makes it look like it's Norm's back, but it's just the guys
in the group. Okay. Norm's a murderer. Poor Bud.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, he put Bud in a bucket.
Where's Bud? He looks behind him and you see Bud just...
Yeah.
Which I'm surprised that none of them kind of went around the corner. I thought Norm would be a little bit smarter than that and to actually hide everything and all the evidence. But it's funny that none of them walk up that ladder and check.
The people he's dealing with, though, they're
numbskulls.
Manipulated.
They're numbskulls.
Yeah, they're very easily manipulated, which is great. So they get to the surface, and Norm is kind
beside himself.
Yeah, he's like, wow, it's beautiful up here.
Yeah.
Which is a nice, different reaction than most people have going into the real world, coming from a vault.
Yeah. And I just love the first line that comes out of the cryogenic frozen people. That line's like, "Ah, man, the mall's gone."
The mall's gone.
That's their number one issue, that the mall's gone. Not that the whole place is been laid to waste, but the mall's gone.
The mall's not there. It's funny because it reminded me of the first episode with the ghoul in Novak, where he's like, "Didn't that used to be a store over there?" Like,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think I bought a soda pop over there like about 25 years ago. I think her name was Darla or something like that.
So yeah, they're out. And I'm not sure where they're going.
Yeah.
Where are they heading?
Oh, maybe. I mean, the closest settlement that we kind of know is Philly. So they could end up in Philly, which is like the closest settlement. depending on which direction they can go. But because that's the only settlement we've seen so far that Lucy stumbles across when she first exits the vault. But she kind of got direction from a person who she got very lucky of, who told her about Philly.
Yeah, yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see. They might go down to the entrance of Vault 33 potentially. I don't know, but they might just head somewhere else.
Yeah, I don't know, because now I'm just like,
because
so what's Norm's plan here?
Well,
what's his end game?
and that's the thing.
Is he going?
Norm's
is
gonna
he
have to
going after
rely.
Hank?
Well, yeah. Well, I'm guessing he's gonna try and find Lucy, his sister. That would be probably one of these main goals that he would want to do. Try and find Hank, I guess, because that is his father. But knowing him, he would probably be more after Lucy because of what he knows.
Well, that's the thing. If he goes for Lucy, he's gonna find Hank, because Lucy's going for Hank.
Yes,
so...
go Team Chet. Prof Circle, Norm will communicate with Chet, who will open the door and let them in, saving the day. Go Team Chet.
Go Team Chet.
Chet,
well, that's the other thing.
The chosen one.
Is Norm just going to ditch Vault 31? Is he just going to leave them behind for now?
I mean, Baby Shivers makes a good point before. Norm knows that they have many skills that he doesn't. So Norm would have to rely on, because he would know that these people he's just on Thorn will know the lay of the land. To an extent, obviously it's been laid to waste and it's now basically permanently flat, but they would still know key locations. So he would probably try and weed out information from them in his Norm-esque ways to try and work out, okay, where should I go?
Yeah.
So I'm really keen to see what he does now that he's on the surface, which is really exciting to see.
Yeah, that's the thing. I'm unbelievably excited for where this is going, especially because now that we have rewatched the first 2 episodes, we'd already seen them at the screening, so now we're going into uncharted territory, which I can't wait for.
Yeah. Baby Shivers, the Pip Boys may have information his doesn't. Oh, absolutely true, because all of Vault 31 Vault-Tec's executives, or Buds, as Buds put it down to, they would have obviously extra information on their Pip Boys and a greater access than the sort of Vault 32 and 33 Pip Boys. So that's a really good point. And told him it's Reclamation Day, so that may come into it. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Vindictive. My question is there still people left in the vault after Norm leads them out? As how did the last few get out of the human ladder?
I'd say they would have just reached down and
they would have
pulled people up.
Yeah, I'm assuming.
Just they would have just dragged them up. It's one of those things where it's like, don't think about it too hard.
Plot point magic. That's what we'll put that down to.
Yeah.
Rip Bud.
Screw Bud. Bud sucks. Bud is the opposite of Chet.
if Bud wanted to be actually useful, he would have put himself in a much more capable robot than that abomination.
Exactly.
That was abysmal. Come on, you have all the tech in the world, and you put himself into the tiniest little robot.
I think he's actually credited, instead of being credited as Bud Askins, at one point I'm 99% sure I saw him credited as Brain on a Roomba. I swear to God I saw that somewhere. I have no idea if that was official.
Brain on the Roomba. Yeah. Was that was there a scene in episode 1 where the ghoul passes something like that? Is that where that's come from? Correct me if I'm wrong. If does the ghoul in episode 1 pass through a brain on a Roomba? I don't know.
Ad says it's the Amazon subs.
The Amazon subs?
The subtitles.
Oh, the subtitles. Oh, okay,
captions,
right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
It's funny actually, because the subtitles, because we watch it with subtitles, because I'm going deaf, I swear to God. The subtitles actually call they actually call the dog Dogmeat, and not CX404. Actually, I think it switches some of the other times.
Okay.
But they actually do refer to the dog as Dogmeat, which I thought was kind of funny.
Well, I mean, that's probably because of plot point dialogue where the ghoul calls it Dogmeat.
Yeah.
Because the ghoul, to him, he doesn't know that this thing is being brought up synthetically.
Yeah.
So he doesn't know actually.
But yeah, I did see other times where it was just CX404 groans or something like that, and then I was just like, okay, they're just doing whatever.
Yeah, interesting. Did did Dogmeat go with, or did Dogmeat stay with the ghoul? I can't remember now.
No, Dogmeat
Went with Lucy?
scurried out. Before the
Oh,
Red
before the
Scorpions
Red Scorpions.
attacked.
Oh, so where's Dogmeat?
Dogmeat got out of Dodge, so
got
Dogmeat's
it.
probably outside the hospital somewhere.
Operation Save Dogmeat.
Or Dogmeat's going to come back and save the ghoul first.
Oh, maybe he does the whole, finds a stim pack and bring it to the ghoul.
Oh, that's a great... Yeah,
Ooh.
that would be a great full circle
Ooh.
moment, because he
Yeah.
used the stim pack on Dogmeat in Season 1.
Season 1.
Dogmeat comes back with a stim pack to the ghoul. Oh, that is a great prediction.
So that would be awesome. I'd love to see that. Showrunners, please
do that.
Answer
Clip
my
that
prayers.
so that if you're right, you can then just put that to everyone and be like, haha, told ya.
That would be great. Karen, get onto that, please. Prop circle. Man, he's really rooting for Dogmeat. Will go find Chet so he can save the
Chet.
day.
I feel like Prop Circle's
Go Team
like
Chet.
Prop Circle's going to Bethesda and being like, and Amazon being like, whenever Chet is not on screen, the audience should be asking,
Where is Chet? Where's Chet? Nobody knows. I love this one as well. Yeah, Prop Circle. Bethesda. They glitch through the wall to the surface. Yeah, it just works.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why are we glazing Chet?
Why are we not glazing Chet?
Baby
Chet
Shivers.
should be glazed at all
Baby
times.
Shivers, you will soon see our ways.
Baby Shivers, Chet Jr. is growing up with a father. Chet is not just the stepfather, he's the father that stepped up.
I wonder, going on Chet Jr. and going back to Bolt
I couldn't keep a straight face for long saying that.
Yeah, so basically that's the episode.
Yeah, that's
season
about
2.
it. Yeah, I
Episode
think
2,
so.
everyone. Chat, what was your favorite moment in episode 2? Please let me know. What were you hoping to see? Who was who are you rooting for? We all know Prop Circle's rooting for Chet.
Favorite moments, questions, comments.
What surprised you?
Did you
Ben,
watch the
Ben, I want to
preview?
know your exact thoughts, Benny. I want it directly from you.
Did you watch the preview for episode 3 at all?
I did not.
Okay, we won't go into that one then.
I kind of try to avoid what's going to occur because I don't like being spoiled. I like being just surprised when I'm just watching it.
I actually did get spoiled.
Okay.
I'm not going to say it wasn't from the preview. It wasn't even from the preview. There was an official.
Interesting.
There was an official piece of marketing put out.
Okay.
That heavily hints, well, not even hints, shows what one character's storyline is going to be doing.
Right. Okay. I'm glad I've avoided that.
I don't know. Yeah, I'm not super happy that they put this out, to be honest.
Okay.
Yeah, there is a piece of marketing out there that really shows what one character is going to do. And
okay.
I actually found that to be a really big spoiler. And the worst part was, like we said, trying to avoid spoilers. I opened up Reddit, and it was the first thing someone had put on Reddit on one of the Fallout subreddits, and they hadn't spoiler marked it, they hadn't blurred it, and their
internet etiquette.
Their literal title was like, "Oh, the marketing spoils what's going to happen," and then just had the poster of it.
Right.
There. And I was just like, "You've got to be kidding me."
That's annoying.
All
right.
So yeah, if you don't want to be spoiled from something that is like, look, we can kind of guess where stuff's going, but like, yeah, just be careful out there. Spoilers are kind of out and about.
Yeah,
from Amazon themselves.
I'll try to refrain looking at too much stuff on the internet, but again, it like you said, the first thing I do when I open up Instagram, bang, I'm getting Fallout content straight on my face because God forbid I follow so many Fallout content creators out there as well, but ads makes watching previews almost makes you hope for a nuclear winter. 100%.
That's good. That's really good.
Prop Circle, my entire review of episode is 2 words. Damn it, Lucy.
Damn it, Lucy.
I enjoyed the humor that weaved through Hank's shenanigans. Classic Fallout.
Classic Fallout, yeah.
Yeah.
What was your favorite moment, Jamie?
as I said before, I loved seeing the Rad Scorpions. So I really enjoyed that scene, seeing the Rad Scorpions up close and, them tackling that. So that was kind of my favorite part of the episode this week. I guess the star out of this week would have been Norm. I mean, not biased opinion at all, but he was the star of this episode, I think. What about you?
Yep. In all honesty, as much as I love the Norm stuff, I'm actually going to go with some of the Maximus stuff that we got in this episode.
Oh yeah, yep.
Just again, it's more because I'm surprised that I'm so into it. As someone that just is annoyed by the Brotherhood of Steel, I'm invested in that storyline, and I really want to see where it's going. And yeah, I just really enjoying that kind of stuff at the moment. Uncovering Area 51, I think, was just really fun and silly. I do love it when Fallout leans into the silliness, but they do manage to blend that pretty well with the more serious moments.
Yeah.
So I don't think they go too far in either direction, which is good. But yeah, the Maximus and Brotherhood stuff I found really interesting this episode.
Yeah, no, I think you're right as well. Like, thinking about it, absolutely. That whole seeing Maximus's path and you see that just expressionless look on his face while they're just clearing out the abominations in that building. Just goes to show how far he's come. He's just like, well, shit, I've got no other option now.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna do whatever they bloody hell will they tell me.
The opening scene in Shady Sands, I think, was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, you can't. Oh yeah, that scene was just heart dropping. It basically exactly like how season 1 opened up. They kind of gave that type of feels this episode as well, like the opening.
Yeah.
And I do love your point where they're implementing silliness, sort of classic Fallout behavior, but also weaving it back into that kind of seriousness notion where when they are clearing out that building, when they find the artifact or whatever they're sort of searching for, one of them goes, "Is that what we came for?
This is it? Like,
that's
what we're here for? Like, yeah.
Like, are you serious?"
But I'm just excited, man. I'm excited for new episodes coming. I'm giddy. I'm honestly like super excited for these episodes to come.
Yeah, well,
I think episode 3 is coming on New Year's Eve, which is perfect.
Yeah.
Like,
so it's so the 31st.
I don't go out to parties, so like I need something to do at home.
So the 31st, maybe we can do a watch party together.
That'd be cool, yeah.
So the 31st, and from what I believe, this week it released for us our time 7 p.m. So I'm going to assume it's going to be the same time for us, because they were saying it was like 12 a.m. PST or PT or whatever. Hell well time zones there are. There's so many of them in the world. And then I believe that's I thought it was 6 p.m. but we quickly discovered it was 7 p.m. So it will hopefully.
Someone asked me today, they were like, "Oh, what are you going to be watching on New Year's Eve? The new Fallout episode or Stranger Things?" And I just laughed at them. I was like, "Are you kidding me? Come on, it's not even a choice."
Were you wearing what you're wearing now? I was like,
yeah, like, come on, like
you just look at me right now.
Yeah.
Also, chat. This was not intention, but Caleb and I ended up wearing the exact same thing today.
Yeah.
That was not actually planned at all. Only the hat was probably planned when I saw him wearing it. So, Prop Circle says, "Oh, we didn't talk about the Brotherhood of Knights messing around with the plasma grenades. I was hoping to see them do something with that. As soon as old mate Meathead pulled the knife, I said to my partner, Maximus still has that plasma grenade. He took off the other guy. Oh, okay, yeah, but no."
Maybe he could use that in the future though. Could be in a future episode, because they did do that a little bit in the first season where they'd set something up in one episode and it would pay off a couple episodes later.
Yeah, so he reaches in his jacket.
Potentially.
Baby Shivers, I'm wearing the same. Excellent. We're all matching today. Perfect.
Lovely.
Wouldn't expect anything less. Chat, what was your favorite moment? Let me know. And the good thing is, Caleb, now finally we are not spoiled for the rest of the season. So obviously you were also up at the premiere as well. So we got to the privilege of watching episode 1 and 2 ahead of time.
Yep.
But to be honest, I could not I really couldn't remember a single thing from episode 2 coming away from that premiere.
I could remember the opening, and I was just like, what happened after the
Yeah.
opening? I was just like, that's the thing. Like, you get caught up in the moment
You do.
while you're there. Like, there's all these people there. There's all the celebrities are there. It's people like you see on TikTok, and you're like, oh shit, I know that guy. Like, you know.
Yeah.
Personally, I was drinking way too much. Like, if I go somewhere where there's free boot, like this is non-alcoholic, and like that's, but like take me to somewhere where it's an open bar, and I was just like good. So
Yeah.
I was a little bit tipsy during the screening. So, but yeah, I'm just looking forward to new episodes going in
Yes.
blind now, stuff that we haven't seen.
I'm excited. What are you hoping for next episode? I'm completely.
I'm not going to say anything because I have seen the preview. So
Okay.
I don't wanna
Yeah.
tip you off to anything.
No, that's okay.
But I'm just excited to see the Legion. Excited to see what's happening with the Brotherhood. Excited for more. In all honesty, I'm really excited for more Ghoul flashbacks.
Yes.
Well, because
we do know. Yeah.
I think ads didn't remember much from the screening as well.
I wonder why.
When's ads being a guest on here? That'll be a good episode.
Hopefully soon. Would you like to come on, ads, and talk about Fallout together? I would love to have you on. Ad says my boys on the hill were his favorite part. That much expected.
Yeah.
And like you said, I'm hoping we do get ads for episode 3. Yeah, we could do that.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, because we're probably going to see the Legion a lot more in episode 3, so that's a good fit.
That's a good fit. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm expecting. I hope we get to see the Legion in next episode. I hope they just leave us on a little bit of a cliffhanger like they sometimes do. Because episode 1 we didn't see Maximus at all.
At all, no.
But because so episode 3, I'm hoping we see more of a flashback to the Ghoul, because we obviously know that the Moldiver gave him basically a seemingly impossible task where he was instructed to take out Robert House.
Mm-hmm.
However, my theory is that he potentially succeeds but takes out the wrong Mr. House, because as we know, Mr. House has got body doubles. I did see a bit of a theory online where the body double we saw was actually his brother. I think Anthony House or something like that.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm not sure I buy that, because I correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Anthony and Robert hate each other? Or
I think they did.
Thinking of something else. Yeah,
I think they did. Vindictive says, actually, my favorite part was watching them unearth the barracks. That was visually amazing. Then finding the icebox, that was amusing. Yeah, that was awesome.
Good. That was really good.
They hated it. Yeah, Baby Shiver says they hated each other.
Also, seeing multiple Brotherhood airships is awesome. I think it's been a long time since I've played it, and I doubt many other people have actually played it, but I'm pretty sure multiple airships was a thing in Fallout Tactics.
Okay. I have not touched that.
It's rough.
So I've heard.
It's a product of its time. I love it because I love those types of games. If we could get a remaster of that game, I would be all over that. But yeah, multiple airships, Fallout Tactics. It's got a special place in my heart. Like I feel like next to no one has played that game though.
Yeah, I haven't touched it myself, and I haven't spoken to many people who have played that game, and all people who have, they said no.
If you have, I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox PC Game Pass.
Okay.
So you'd be able to give it a go if you've got Game Pass.
Yeah, cool.
That's how I played Fallout 1 last year through that, and I'm gonna.
That is a tough
Fallout
game.
2. It's hard. That's the thing.
Fallout 1 is hard.
I was replaying it, and I was just like, "Ooh, I am not as good at this as I thought I was." No. It was I had a big learning curve, to get back into it.
Baby Shivers, Harkness was my
Vindictive
highlight.
Knows what it's about. Sorry, just reading the chat.
Oh no, that's okay. Vindictive.
Tactics was amazing.
Oh yeah,
yes.
Horrifically.
Okay, someone else has played it. Fuck yeah.
Okay, cool. Good to know. Yeah, so yeah, Baby Shivers, Harkness was my highlight. Ad says, yeah, nice fan theory. Just seems a good way of recasting.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a proper recasting though. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'll be happy to see if they did bring that other actor in that was seen at the round table coming in to play some sort of part. Unless...
I think they'll go the body double route. I think they cast the first actor and then was like, you know what, we need a bigger name for Mr. House. No offense to this first actor. And then they cast I've forgotten his name. Justin Theroux? Is that
Justin
his name?
Theroux, yeah.
Yeah, they've cast him, and then they've been like, well, we don't want to discard this other guy, so we'll work it into the story. So if they do go the body double route, I think that's a great way of working it into it. Especially because when we do see the flashback of that scene in episode 1 at the round table, they did keep that original actor in there, and he is in the shot on his own, I think. So it would be pretty easy to just reshoot that scene and insert it in. So I think they're going to go the body double route.
Yeah, okay. And we still don't know who that mystery man is standing behind them all in that meeting either.
No, I'd actually forgotten about that till you just brought it up.
We see him, and they make a very obvious point of pointing him out again.
Oh yeah,
Barb kind of is like looking up at him, going, "Yeah, we'll drop the bombs ourselves," and it sort of pans to him in the sort of shady figure he is, and we're just like, "Oh, who is he?"
Yeah, that's the real Mr. House.
Chet Senior. Prop circle coming in with the goods. Chet Senior.
Jesus Christ.
Five Nov says, unless it's Anthony House. Yeah, we're just discussing that.
Yeah.
But we're saying that they hated each other. So, but maybe that was the downfall. Maybe at the beginning they didn't hate each other, and then he was in corporation, and that it was actually in fact Anthony House, and then they had the falling out. So that's probably a potential plot as well. Because yes, they did hate each other, but we know that in hindsight information because So when did they actually have their falling out? That's the question.
Yeah, true.
Mysterious Stranger perk was activated when they panned. They did have H&H tools.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's true. The nail gun was the reference to his brother. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
All right.
Well,
before I leave you,
yes,
I do have one last question.
Okay.
And it has to do with the MCD, which I'm calling it, the mind control device.
The mind control device. Yeah, I had to remember what it was. The MCD, the mind control device.
The MCD. Yeah. We are in New Vegas. Okay.
Yes.
We have got the MCD. We've got the mind control device. Something that is very around in Vegas area is Deathclaws. We know that Deathclaws are appearing in season 2.
Yes.
Is someone going to put a mind control device on a Deathclaw like we see in Fallout 3? I think it's in the DLC, Broken Steel.
Okay.
Do you think we're going to see a Deathclaw with a mind control device?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Because we see it wasn't a mind control device in the game. I think it was called something else. It was called like the Domesticator or something. I can't quite remember.
Yeah. And now we have tamed Deathclaws in Fallout 76.
That's the thing. Yeah, we've got tamed Deathclaws into 76 at the moment. Could we see one of these devices put on a Deathclaw? Because could they be like, well, it doesn't work on humans very well. Maybe it'll work on a Deathclaw really well.
Yeah, well, so that's an interesting take because obviously they're trialing it on like mice and humans are kind of like very similar in that aspect. Where if they put it on something that's more robust and more durable,
yeah. We can't get it to work on something smaller, so maybe let's try it on. And
maybe, maybe it's one of those things where the human mind and the mice minds they're too conflicted, they're too smart for their own good, so they're actively trying to fight this device. So maybe that's what it causes them, to inevitably, meet their end. But yeah, because a Deathclaw is so, I guess, don't have a brain for. To think for themselves, maybe that's what they do. Yeah, so that would be interesting. Maybe. Actually, I'd be very keen to see if they do that.
Yeah.
So I'd be keen.
I think it would be fun.
Maybe we see like a flashback where one of them is going down Quarry Junction and stealing the Deathclaw egg.
Yeah.
Or who's that? because there is a quest line where they instruct the courier to go to the Quarry Junction to steal a Deathclaw egg. Who do we give that to? I can't remember.
I haven't done that quest in my current playthrough, so I do not remember.
Chat, let me know who's the person that instructs us to take a Deathclaw egg from Quarry Junction, because yeah, if you bring up a Deathclaw from Hatchling, it's very well could possibly be true where you could tame a Deathclaw from a youngling. Incoming mind control Brahmin. Baby Shivs, I don't think so. Who's getting close enough to one to put it on? New Vegas Deathclaws are built different. They are. I remember the first time I took a mini nuke to that baby Deathclaw outside Quarry Junction, and it tanked a mini nuke. And I met my end. Prop Circle, no, I don't think they would do a Deathclaw like that. It's so iconic, maybe later, but not initially. Yeah, I can see that as well. They're just coming out for pure blood. But yeah. All right. Well, Cupcos, Caleb, thank you for joining me and talking all things Fallout this week. Thank you so much for your insight and knowledge. I love to hear it and love to hear people's different takes on things and different theories and whatnot. So thank you very much for joining us, and yeah, we'll see you out in the here we go.
I've got a whole notebook that's like Pepe Sylvia from It's Always Sunny, trying to make sense of what's happening.
Yeah, that's right. So Doug 5nov. Okay, so Caleb, if you just want to stay with us for ever so slightly longer, 5nov has just announced a surprise giveaway. As he usually does. 5nov, what are we winning? Isn't it someone wanting an ingredient for Deathclaw omelet? Oh yeah, maybe. Yeah, Ben, I think actually, I think that is right. Yeah, you're right. Someone wanting an ingredient for a Deathclaw omelet. Maybe that's it.
Yes, thank you, Vindictive. Nice to see someone else played Fallout Tactics. There are dozens of us.
Oh yes. So 5nov has got the laser cut perk cards up for grab. A set of 3 laser cut perk cards, which they do look absolutely amazing. Do I have a photo of them? Here we go.
That's hashtag Legion to enter.
And here they are up on screen now for you.
Very cool.
So that's just some of the examples. The laser cut perk cards, guys. I'm excited to see what episode 3 brings.
Same.
Oh boy, I'm excited.
I am going to run because I don't know if my bladder is going to let me stay here.
No, all good. Caleb, thank you for joining us. I appreciate it, and we'll see you in a few weeks.
Yep, all good. Maybe like for the finale, do like a 4-person one or something. I don't know. Go big for the finale.
That would be awesome.
Season. I reckon that'd be fun. Get a couple of people in here.
That would be cool.
Yeah, but yeah, Fallout Season 2. It's going really good. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you.
I will be doing a trivia for the Wasteland Collective for episode 2 of Fallout. probably sometime this weekend. I wanted to give everyone a chance to watch the first episode before we did a trivia. That will be up on the
Hmm.
Wasteland Collective Instagram and TikTok.
Yes, thank you
Um,
for doing that as well. And episode
yeah,
2, I feel there's lots of little tricky things in there this
yeah,
episode.
yeah.
So
There's going to be a couple of things that we've probably talked about tonight that'll be in that trivia. So I'll have that up and out in a couple of days. Hopefully, I'll say by Sunday.
cool.
That's a very shot in the dark, but we'll see how we
Whenever
go.
it's out, it's out. Like don't no
Yeah,
pressure.
it's out when it's out. It'll be out before episode 3, I promise.
Today, right now, no.
Shadow drop now.
Yeah, right now.
Yeah. But yeah, just 10 questions. Nice little fun thing. But yeah, that'll be out in a couple of days. Yeah,
Awesome.
that'll be on the Instagram
Love
of
to
the
see it.
Wasteland Collective and the TikTok. And yeah, thanks for having me again. See you all next time. Have fun in the Wasteland, y'all.
Thank you.
Bye.
See ya. All right, now that we've got in Caleb, time to talk shit now. All right, who we got? We still got the giveaway hashtag Legion to enter. Please, everyone, if you haven't already, enter hashtag Legion to enter the giveaway. These laser cut perk cards that Favnov has graciously done. As they are awesome. How can you not? Hang on, let me make this bigger for you guys so you can actually see its true glory. Like, look at those. Look at these. They look amazing. I heard he can't tell the difference between left and right. It runs in the family. Shame. Shame. I should play Fallout 3 in New Vegas again. Yeah, I really want to play Fallout 3 again. I really did enjoy Fallout 3 as a whole. But I'm still holding on the fact that I'm hoping that they drop it as a remaster. If they do, I'll be over the moon. Ben, I see 11 viewers. There should be 11 people proclaiming their allegiance to Caesar. Never. Never. Beautiful work, Favnov. Yeah, they are so cool. They are so cool. What would you pick? What 3 perk cards would you pick? I think if I was to choose 3, I would have to go with Starch Jeans. Absolutely. Blocker. That's probably a good one. 15% less damage from your opponents with melee attacks. Thick Skin. Those would be my 3. You've got to do the Legion ending to New Vegas eventually. Never. They will always fall. You know, I tried to do a evil playthrough in New Vegas, but I just couldn't. I couldn't. I ended up being the goody two shoes again, and I think that's the run I did, ending the yes man approach. Gotta have that Sarge Jeans. Still trying to play New Vegas. It only lasts 30 minutes before crashing every time. Best Fallout game. Crashing. Oh my god, that game crashes so much. What are you playing on? Prop Circle? The only game I haven't done the bad ending was Bioshock 1 and 2. Oh, yeah. New Vegas is an emotional roller coaster. Oh, 100% PC. Okay, interesting. I know on the console, I think I played it on PC back in the day, and then I think when I got a console, it was like 360. There was a section, as soon as I did the Black Mountain kind of quest, I couldn't go anywhere near Black Mountain. So basically, anytime I'd mapped out this massive circle, every single time I went into this section, the game would crash on me. So I couldn't go back into that area. Okay, we have a winner. Who is the winner? 5Nov, let us know. Drum roll. I don't know if you can hear that. Benny, congratulations. You are the winner of these fantastic laser cut perk cards. Please send us a DM and choose 3 of your likings to receive these, and we'll get them to you. Congratulations, Ben. Now, Ben, as a reward for you watching this, I have a challenge for you. I want you to watch episode 3 the day it comes out. I'll be quizzing you on day 3 when that launches. That's your challenge, Benny. Exactly, Prop Circle. Exactly. Also, how many times has people watched episode 2 this week? Me personally, I've watched it 3 times already. Once in the Sydney premiere, twice on the day it released, and today I rewatched the episode. How many times have other people seen it so far? I want to know. All right, so let's get rid of these perk cards for now. Unless Benny, you need more time to ponder over these, or we can send you some more better pictures um, to select from. What would you like? 5 no of 2. You've seen it twice. I've been busy making Legion art. Oh, interesting. Keen to see that. You got your printer farm working overtime last night when it launched, and then spent all day making Fallout things, and got time for multiple viewings. Put it on while you're making things. Twice day of the release, and once last night after Christmas chaos. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I was a madman. I was sitting there Wednesday afternoon, sitting there closing my Prime account and reopening it, hoping the episode would refresh, until I learnt it was at 7 p.m. instead. So I sat there for an hour just doom scrolling on my phone, waiting for the episode to drop. So you bet, as soon as 7 p.m. came, I was in that episode and watching straight away. Printers are running hot, literally with the heat lately. Well, hopefully today, I hear it's cool up there at the moment, so hopefully they get a little bit of a breather. Benny, how many times have you watched it? Episode 2. I'd like to hear your thoughts, Benny. Yeah, there was snow in Tasmania on Christmas Day. Then I saw all month in New Zealand. Really, was it snowing in New Zealand? I did see that, but I mean, but Tasmania usually always have snow on that massive hill on the in Hobart, right? I live next to a mountain, haven't seen snow for months. Yeah, okay. I'm in August for cold and snow. Did not get it. Rough, yeah. All right. All right, people. Well, we're going to end it there. Let's get rid of this. Get rid of this. So thank you very much, everyone, for tuning in this week. Hopefully that was entertaining for you all, and you got a little bit of a insight into the Fallout world if you weren't already vastly familiar with it. These TV shows absolutely capture the pure essence of Fallout. So if you haven't enjoyed the games, these shows are a perfect way to slip right on in, and maybe it will promote you to, prompt you to play the games in the near future. But highly recommend them. They are so much fun. There's a whole bunch of us that play 76 across all sort of platforms. So if you did want to play with us at one point, let us know. We're happy to play with anyone, either on PC, Xbox, PlayStation as well. I don't have a PlayStation myself, but there's plenty of other people that do play 76 on the PlayStation as well. So thank you very much for tuning in. As you all know, we do have 2 fundraisers that we're currently actively promoting, which is one, the Cancer Society in New Zealand. Link is here for you, for all those people in New Zealand. And we've got our fund here for the Cure Cancer here in Australia as well. So if you want to, please consider donating to either one of these 2 funds. You are supporting an amazing, absolutely amazing cause. as you are well aware, we'll be bringing our website online very, very soon. We'll be promoting a lot of collaborators, content creators, photographers, all that type of stuff. And you can get these cool little merch. You got little caps and bucket hats. So if you want something as cool as this, I mean, I'm sure you'll look better than me in these hats, but they'll be coming to you very soon. So thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate your time, and you will see me next week. Same time, 7 p.m. We'll start it. If things change, we'll definitely let you know via our socials on our Instagram page. And hopefully we can get in touch with ads to get them on stream and talk all things Fallout, especially if the Legion episode, we get more insight into Legion. So thank you very much. And ads, if you're here, so shoot us a message and we'll tee it up. Thanks, everyone.